Hello students. In this video, we are going to learn lesson number 5, food safety. We know that all constituents of food, carbohydrates, fats, proteins, vitamins, minerals, fiber and water are necessary for the proper growth of the body. We get these nutrients from food materials like wheat, jowar, pulses, rice, vegetables, fruits, etc. However, what will happen if these food materials are infested by insects or spoiled in any way? Naturally, food spoilage will occur. Let's see. Food spoilage means unpleasant change in color, odor, texture, quality, taste resulting into loss of food nutrient content. Now let's see what are the factors responsible for food spoilage. First, natural causes. The foodstuff may spoil due to natural causes. All foodstuffs have their own shelf life. Fruits or their skins turn black and may give out a foul or bad odor. Second, man-made causes. When there is wrong handling, overcooking or improper storage, like storing in damp place or problems during transportation results into food spoilage. Third, properties of foodstuffs. There are some intrinsic factors within the food materials which result into food spoilage. Milk, meat, etc. may be acidic or alkaline and they get spoiled early. Chemical reactions. Some foodstuffs undergo chemical reactions on contact with metals and are spoiled. Fifth, microorganisms and insects. Sometimes foodstuffs may be spoiled due to contamination by microorganisms or insects from the surrounding air, water or soil. With the help of science and technology, India is producing ample foodstuffs such as cereals, fruits, vegetables, fish, as well as milk and milk products. However, many people in our country and all over the world there is a problems of starvation and hunger. Many do not get enough food and hence we should not waste the food. Mainly there are two types of food wastage, quantitative wastage and qualitative wastage. First, let's learn about quantitative wastage of food. Using wrong methods of farming, example hand sowing of seeds, inadequate threshing, improper storage, wrong methods of distribution of food, etc. Feasts and banquets resulting into lots of quantitative loss. Improper traditions like offering the excessive food. These all are the reasons of quantitative wastage of food. Now let's learn about qualitative wastage of food. Second is qualitative wastage of food. It means using wrong methods of food preservation, excessive use of food preservatives, washing the vegetables after cutting them, overcooking the food, miscalculation of the time required to transport food from producers to consumers, mishandling of perishable fruits like grapes and mangoes. All these are the reasons of qualitative wastage of food. What can you do to prevent food wastage and spoilage? First, serve yourself only as much as you can eat. Avoid overcooking food. Avoid throwing away leftover food. Reuse it in a proper way. Buy only as much grain, vegetables, fruits, milk, etc. as you need. Avoid the temptation to make excessive purchases. Store grains and other perishable foodstuffs like vegetables, fruits, milk, etc. using proper methods. Check the expiry date of bottled, canned, packed food and use within that time. Eat all the food that you have served yourself. By doing these things, you can surely prevent food wastage and spoilage. Every year, 16th October is celebrated as World Food Day. This day is celebrated to work towards food security and avoid food wastage. Food storage and preservation. We have learnt about various methods of safe storage of food like freezing, drying, boiling, airtight packing, etc. These different methods prevent the growth of microorganisms in food and thereby save the food from spoiling. Food production and food preservation. Let's see what's food production. Prevention of food spoilage by microbial growth and infestation by pests is called food protection. And what is food preservation? Use of various preservatives to prevent for a long period of time food spoilage due to internal factors is called food preservation. Now let's move towards methods of food protection. First one, freezing. First, freezing. Biological and chemical reactions in food materials are slowed down at low temperature. As a result, food remains in good condition for a longer duration. That is why refrigerators are used in the kitchen. Second, smoking. When the food is preserved with the help of smoke, it is called smoking. Aluminum phosphide is used in this method. Third, use of insecticides. There are many chemical insecticides which are sprayed on the containers of grains. Example, malathion. Insecticides protect the grains by killing infesting insects. Fourth, irradiation. Food is exposed to ionizing radiations such as high energy electrons emitted by accelerators, X-rays, gamma rays emitted by radioactive isotopes. Irradiation destroys the microbes, insects, etc. Fifth is use of insert gas. Nitrogen gas is filled in airtight packets of potato wafers and other food products. This is for prevention of the growth of fungus and insects in them. Sixth is use of preservatives. Preservatives are of two types, natural and chemical. Some naturally available materials like salt, sugar, oil are used as preservatives in pickles, jams, muramba, peta, etc. These are natural preservatives. Chemical preservatives. Acetic acid, citric acid, sodium benzoate and some nitrate and nitrite salts are some examples of chemical preservatives. They are used in sauces, jellies, jams and in packaged, ready to cook vegetables and ready to eat foods, etc. These preservatives keep the food safe for a very long duration. Seventh, pasteurization. In this method, milk or other similar foodstuffs are heated up to a certain temperature. Example, milk at 80 degrees C for 15 minutes and then quickly cooled. Pasteurization destroys the microbes present in the milk and thus milk remains safe. This process was developed by Louis Pasteur. Now let's learn about food adulteration. The health of all people, young and old, poor or rich, is endangered by food adulteration. Different types of adulterants affect our health in different ways. Some adulterants cause abdominal discomfort or poisoning, while some may affect the functioning of some organs if consumed over a long period of time or even cause cancer. Food is adulterated in this way too. Removal of some important components of food, example removal of fat content of milk, essence of cloves, cardamoms, etc. Mixing of a low quality inedible or cheaper material or a harmful color with food. Mixing of some harmful materials like small stones, fine sand, iron, filings, urea, dung of horse, sawdust, etc. Always remember, some chemicals are injected into fruits to make them more attractive and tasty. Milk vendors add urea to the milk so that it appears to have higher fat content. Shopkeepers change the expiry date of the food packets and airtight containers to avoid a financial loss. Calcium carbide and other chemicals are used to make fruits look more attractive. Example, bright yellow bananas. Frequently harmful chemicals like carbonated soda, phosphoric acid, etc. are mixed with cold drinks. So students, in this way we have completed the lesson food safety. Now you can see on the screen the exercise is given which is there in your textbook, page number 39 and page number 40. There are total 7 questions, question number 1 to question number 7. You have to skip question number 3 and remaining all questions you have to solve it carefully in your classwork. In the next video, we shall learn a new lesson. Till then, study well, take care.